I know one thing. Wherever we go, this family is our fortress. Set after the first Avatar movie, this movie follows the Sully family, the trouble that follows them, the lengths they go to keep each other safe, the battles they fight to stay alive, and the tragedies they endure. And since you guys have been looking forward to see my review on Avatar The Way of Water because I love the first film so much a lot since summer of 2022, I would love to thank you all for your patience for me to review this amazing movie. Now, without further ado, let's get into my review on Avatar The Way of Water. Please enjoy. So, a few days ago, I saw Avatar The Way of Water in 3D, which is an excellent twist for me to see this movie at my local Cinemark theater. And what do I think of it? This movie is glorious, magnificent, amazing, and breathtaking. It's even pretty much superior to the first movie, even if it lasts 3 hours. Now, let me tell you the reasons why Avatar The Way of Water is amazing. First off, compared to the first movie, the visual effects and CGI are so beautiful and magnificent. And I even think the visuals and the CGI improved a lot from the first film, which both are equally stunning. Two, another reason why I love this movie is that this movie really expands the whole entire Avatar universe to the next level. I was so speechless on how they do to the story in this movie in a very good way. Three, Jake Sully and Neytiri still really hold up to be fantastic characters, and there are so many new characters to like Kiri, Tuktiri, Spider, Tisseria, correct me if I'm wrong, and more. But the best new character in this movie, in my opinion, is Loak. Like, I don't know what to say about that character, but he is so sympathetic and relatable. Four, this whole entire movie is a huge love letter to oceans around the world, even if it takes place at a fictional universe. Five, there are many callbacks to the first movie, which is really heartwarming. Even the ICU line still really hits me in the heart. 6. It's great to see the creatures from the first movie, notably the Banshees in the sequel, and there are also new ones like the Skimwings, the Elu, and more. 7. The action and violence in this movie is straight up impressive. And what I really like about the action and violence in this movie is that this movie is PG-13, yet there are several violent action scenes that really get out of hand in a crazy way. Which I may not go dive deeper into that because people still really want to see this movie during their Christmas break, and I don't want to spoil anything from the movie. So yeah. Moving on, 8. The soundtrack is just as good as the original. Simon Franklin did an awesome job capturing James Horner's score, and the end credits song, Nothing Is Lost by The Weeknd, is so good and uplifting. I know this movie can get an original song for the credits like the first film. 9. The cinematography is just amazing as the original. And 10, last but not least, James Cameron once again did a really fantastic job directing this sequel, and he is so creative. Now, before I wrap up my review for this movie, do I have any criticisms for this movie? Well, I only have one tiny criticism for this movie. The only tiny criticism I have for this movie is that the runtime length can be sort of a challenge, like Avengers Endgame, which I gotta be real. Ever since I first watched Avengers Endgame, it's the longest movie that I've ever watched in my life. But now, since I've watched this movie, like days ago, Avatar The Way of Water, it's now even longer than Endgame, in my view. Avatar The Way of Water is now arguably my new my it's now my longest movie that I've ever watched in my whole entire life nowadays. But with the 3D experience for this movie, that'll do the trick. That'll do. Which the 3D in this movie, when you go see this movie in 3D, it's gonna be it's worth it. It's really worth it. But overall, everyone, Avatar: The Way of Water is glorious, magnificent, beautiful, and stunning visual piece of art. A stunning visual piece of art made by James Cameron. I felt very speechless in a good way when I first saw this movie. I love it. It's even more glorious in 3D. I'm eager to say that this is now my third best movie of 2022 behind DreamWorks' The Bad Guys and Disney Pixar's Lightyear, which Lightyear is still my favorite movie of 2022, by the way. Anyways, let's get into my rating. I'm gonna give Avatar The Way of Water a 9.8 out of 10. So, yeah, everyone, this concludes my review on Avatar The Way of Water. Well, everyone, a new year is officially coming, which means that this is now officially my last video for 2022. Like, this year has gone by really fast, and I mean it. Thank you all so much for watching and enjoying all of these things throughout the whole entire year. These things would have happened without all of your like, love, and support. Thanks for watching. I hope I can see you guys again. I hope I can see you guys in 2023. And I'll see you guys in the next year. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, and one more thing. There are going to be brand new movies coming out throughout the whole next year, which is 2023. And the first movie I'm officially planning to see in 2023 might be Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, since I was originally going to see Puss in Boots 2 along with Avatar: The Way of Water this month, but I prefer to see only one movie this month, which is Avatar 2, as mentioned earlier. But I decided to see Puss in Boots: The Last Wish in January 2023, so I can kick off the new year. So yeah. And my most anticipated movie of all time is next year is gonna be Trolls 3, which you guys know how much I love the Trolls movies. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Goodbye, everyone.